Oh, programmers, I've got a little example here that uses classes, and I am using a bad practice of putting everything in the public section, but that's an interest of showing a lot of different information all on one screen without having to scroll. So I've got a class animal, and every animal has a name, and every animal can eat, and to conserve space, I made this an inline function where the body of the function is here, and another way to look at that would be if we looked at it like that, but I really wanted to fit as much as I can on one screen, so I made that an inline function. I've got another class cat, and the cat has a name also, and cats can eat. And I've got another class dog. Dogs have names and they can eat. And in main, I'll create an instance of cat and set the name to Fluffy because I made it public instead of private. I can just directly access that. Then the cat can eat. And the dog's created. I'm setting the dog's name and the dog can eat. So when I go ahead and run this, it's going to work fine. But what I do have in my code is a lot of very repetitive code to end up getting the dog and the cat. So wouldn't it be nice if instead of reinventing the wheel, if we could reuse the code from the animal class and not have to copy and paste it and do the same exact thing in the cat and the dog class? And we can do that. It turns out when we do something called inheritance, we can say, instead of rewriting everything by copying and pasting, we can say an animal is a child of the animal is the parent of the cat, and the cat is a child of the animal, and we wanted to inherit everything from the animal class. And so by doing that, we don't have to copy and paste this in. That cat already knows about the eat function and the field name. And same thing with the dog. We can say the dog's the child and the animal class is the parent class. And then we don't have to copy and paste exactly the same code in there. So I will, we don't need that either. I will go ahead and run this. And notice that it still compiles, and I'll still get the two print statements, Fluffy is eating and Fido is eating. So everything works great, and we avoid the copy and paste. So when we have this relationship where we've got a parent class and a child class, you can also refer to the parent as a base class or a super class or an ancestor, and the child class is also referred to as the derived class or the subclass or the descendant. So there's a lot of synonyms. Depending on which book you're looking at, you may see different terminology. So in this case, I wouldn't create a child class unless there's something unique about the cat that the animal doesn't have. So if I wanted a function catch mice, that's unique to the child, so I would put that function here. I'll say caught or something. So now, if I'm a cat, I can go ahead and catch mice, and the dog can't catch mice, and that doesn't make sense. So the dog may have a fetch function or something like that. But inheritance is really powerful because you're reusing code that's already been built by someone else and tested and proven, and you're extending it and adding the functionality that is unique for that child class.